All right. Are you kicking it off or am I? Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, hi, Coach. What's my last name? Rosser. Coach Rosser joining you guys today. I am helping fill in for Coach Palmer for a couple days this week, and I'm just super excited for it. So excited to be on here with you guys. For some reason, I can't see the waiting room. So here we go. Let me get these people brought in real quick. But we're going to talk today about being undeniable. And if you guys have seen anything that's been going on with Coach Palmer lately, you've seen team undeniable all over the place. And where this word came from, a couple weeks ago, I don't even know, a month ago, got a call from Coach saying, I need a word for our team. Brainstorm. I know he was talking to Myra as well. It was like brainstorm, come up with some powerful words. And when he texted me back with this word, I went, I don't even really know what that means. Like it sounds good, right? Like, but I had never used that word in a sentence. Like I had no idea. So I started kind of looking into it a little bit then and went, okay, that is a really powerful word. It's a word that we all would kind of want to be if you think about it. So it says unable to be denied or disputed, unquestionably excellent or genuine. Okay, well that sounds really good. Indisputable, unequivocal, irrefutable, definite, right? So all these are really powerful words that we'd want to kind of describe, but again, I like still does it make I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like it still wasn't really mean anything to me. So I just started looking up like undeniable with other words, right? Like what does it mean in a sentence? Kind of work with me. And what I came up with was undeniable love. Like if you look up this word, you see undeniable love all over the place. Love that just can't be stopped, right? If you're going to be a sap, you could think of maybe the Titanic or something, right? Like undeniable love, right? The movie. Undeniable courage. So courage that's so obvious that if you were a child, you would notice that that person was being courageous, right? It's just so obvious it can't be mistaken. Um, Undeniable Bible verses. That was one that came up everywhere. Like these are the Bible verses that we should live our lives by, right? Like this is what we should have hanging on our wall as our guideposts for the rest of our lives. Undeniable facts, like facts that I could believe one thing and you could believe something else, but you place that fact before us and we're both going to have to go, that's undeniable, right? We can't dispute that, right? So what I went back to was, okay, these are all things that I want, right? Like I want people to see me that way, but how? How do we become undeniable? And it's to perform with such impact that no one can question where we stand, right? Um, Make your achievements so resounding that you leave no room for anyone to doubt or deny what you've achieved. And I found a quote, and I don't know who even said it, but it said, don't seek to be relevant or liked, seek to be undeniable, seek to be compassionate, seek integrity, seek humility, and seek light. So, how? Right? Okay, great. Like, I love these words where I think that's exactly what I want to be, but I have no idea how to get from where I'm at to there. So, some quick things that it talked about was move quickly, right? So, make your decision and then move. And I think about everything that Coach has got us working on right now with all of this. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, call me after. But with this 7-day challenge, and he kind of went all in, and he didn't figure any of it out first. He just made that decision and then ran for it, right? And it's undeniable that he's doing something great for all of us, right? Learn from failure, right? So we're all going to fail. If we're doing something, we're going to fail, but we undeniably must learn from that failure in order to not repeat it. Take risks. Again, if we want to live a big life, we've got to dare greatly. We got to do something really, really big. Combine vision with execution. So take action, right? That's all I hear there. I just saw this on Tracy's wall and I wrote it down. And I changed the word so because I probably messed it up, but don't let your dreams stay dreams, right? Take action. Let's put those dreams and make them our reality. I love that, Tracy. and then lead change. And I think there's so many places in our world that could use a positive change. And if we're at the forefront of that, will undeniably make a difference in people's lives. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for having me on here. I'm going to hand it over to you, Coach Myra, but appreciate this time with y'all this morning.
Yeah, that was awesome, Andrea. When you sent me your notes, I really thought this is going to be really good. I've got a little bit of the same thing that Andrea hit on, and mine's a little bit different too. I used a little bit of a different perspective. So let me just get started on the definition of undeniable. When I saw the word, again, like Andrea and Brett called us back a few weeks ago about, I need a word. Well, but then when he sent this word that we were going to look into, I'm like Andrea. I was like, well, crap, I kind of know what that is, but how do I talk about this? And how do I bring any kind of nuggets to our Coach's Corner family? So I'm going to try, okay? Undeniable is just plainly true, impossible to deny, unquestionably excellent or genuine, okay? So then I started thinking, okay, I get that. Now let me look at what some synonyms are of this and do a little bit of a comparative thing. And the word that kind of stuck with me was indisputable. We all know what is indisputable because we utilize that word, or I think I do. I utilize it more than I say undeniable. I say, well, that was just indisputable. So the indisputable synonyms and just some things that fell in behind the word is there is no doubt that whatever. Another thing, there is no question. Okay, that means nothing, there's no question. There can be no doubt. It is clear. All of these things are all tied into undeniable. So that's pretty solid. That kind of gives us a little bit more of a lead and guide when we're talking about undeniable. Now, here's where I'm going to challenge you to think a little bit, because everybody that knows me knows I'm crazy. And I think of things a little bit off course sometimes because I want to make sure I've got a grasp on what it means to me and what the word really means. So undeniable. Y'all know my background. As an athletic director for years, I was dealing in contracts with big companies, Under Armour, Nike, to say the least. So obviously y'all know where I'm going with this. The brand Under Armour, they have undeniable products. It's how they brand their products, undeniable. And most of them are bags, I think. But when I saw this word, I immediately thought of Under Armour, undeniable. And I like Under Armour, but I'm thinking there's no way that bag is undeniably the best bag. So why is it called undeniable? So are you with me? Undeniable products are different than what we as individuals are trying to be undeniably solid, present things that are indisputable. That is not an indisputable example that I just gave you, because you're talking about two different bags, but their brand is that. So that might have been a little bit crazy, but that kind of took my mind to that, in that there are different ways that people think about that. So you're going to tell me that an Under Armour bag is undeniably better than a Columbia bag? I don't think so. So you see what I'm saying? And that could be against anybody, but that kind of made me think in that perspective. But the one thing that I want to leave you with, that, and again, like Andrew, I found a quote, but it didn't have who said it. So I want to leave this with you as we all try to be undeniable in every aspect of our life. Most people that I know are successful have a few things in common that are undeniable. Driving ambition, and they have applied that to something that they are good at, that they love doing, and they are fun to be around, especially when they're talking about their passion. I thought that was really, really solid. And there's so many of you that I can say that about because I've developed a more of a personal relationship with. But Brent Palmer is exactly who I thought about when I read this. So anyway, let's try to all be very certain. Let's be very evident, indisputable, unquestionably, and undeniable today in every aspect of our life. And let's just try to be great one day at a time. Everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you, Myra.